Ross, we'll start with you. You've been working on this program. You're proud of the fact that this is a global first in sport.
Yeah, I think the fact we're taking it, the successful winner back into the system again and continuing the process. So it's great that we've got such wonderful ideas, but the important thing is we're going to take it further. So it's not just going to rest on the prize, it's actually going to become part of what we do for the future. So I think that's a really exciting step.
Lewis, welcome. How are you feeling? A big weekend for you?
Really happy to be here. Very, very proud of the work Tata has been doing. And I actually been really proud to be a part of the whole process from the moment, particularly I joined when I started working with them. And I think it's such a great thing that they've been engaging with fans. Formula One is in a place where its viewership is still not where it's desired to be. There's always so many areas that can be improved. And the more ideas, the better. And particularly the fans who are the ones that make the sport what it is. With Ross, with Liberty coming in, with Tata's efforts to really engage the fans and come up with these great ideas. It's incredible what people have come up with over the years.
You were saying then how important it was for you and that you'd been pushing quite hard for this greater degree of personalisation, because being so active on digital and social platforms yourself, you can see that. You know exactly how much the fans like to have that personalised experience.
It's definitely going more and more that way, and so Tata is really the first to really get involved and do something as great as this, which is really cool. And it is a privilege for me to be a part of that. Yeah, I am very active on social media. I'm very much into technology and blown away, particularly like in my team, when I see all these new things that are designed, these software and things, it blows my mind. And you look out in a crowd full of avid Formula One fans, and there are so many talented individuals in there that have not had the opportunity to do something like this. So, it's great that Formula One is giving back and giving an opportunity to get involved, and it's a great reward as well. There's so much information. There's so little that you actually really see as a fan. What goes on back in the factory, what is being done behind closed doors in preparation before you go out, and ultimately what they see on the screen. And I think in today's world, people do want to know more. It is a sport that's very hard to relate to. There's only 20 of us that drive this car, and no one knows what it's like to go through the corners as we are. The questions I'm always asked is, how does it feel? How does the G-force feel? How fast is it? How is your heart rate? I'm constantly having to tell people how much weight I lose in a race. And they're like, wow. And I'm like, I've said this 1,000 times already. And so the more data points that you're able to bring and show and engage with the fans, I think the better it is for people to understand, respect, and appreciate more and get more excited about the sport. So there's a whole area which that Tata and now these fans that are getting engaged are opening up doors for the future of what the sport is to do.
How do you, as a driver at this stage in your career, lift yourself to just go again and do more?
The hunger is in my DNA, so I'm never not going to be hungry. I don't think I'll be living if I don't have the hunger that I have today. And it's not just for racing, it's for all the different things that I end up doing. And I guess it's ultimately wanting to live to your potential. And I feel like individually, I think it's difficult to say how far we can all go, and that's what I love trying to discover. And I love also every year I get the chance to learn a new car, new technology. It's a challenge. Can I still get on top of it and do better with it than any other driver? I love that challenge, and there's the fitness side of it, there's the mental side of it, there's the managing the time through the year. That's just getting bigger and bigger and harder and more challenging every year. So every year you have to bulk up mentally and physically and keep aiming for the sky.
Such a fantastic season for you. So few mistakes, even when you didn't have the best car. It's been a really magnificent year. Very, very well done.
Thank you.
Vinod, coming to you then, in the context of the F1 Innovation Prize, what is the motivation for you to drive innovation and technological acceleration in Formula One?
Firstly, I want to thank Lewis and Ross and the Mercedes and Formula One organizations for the personal commitment that you've shown to this prize. We're especially honored to work with you guys on this because it's our firm belief that innovation succeeds when you work across constituents, when you involve the whole ecosystem. And in this year's prize, I'm particularly thrilled by the fact that the experience is designed for the fans, and now you're bringing the fans to come in and define what the future experience will be. That iterative process is something that we do in our business. We work with startups all around the world, we work with universities, and we work extensively with our customers. And increasingly, we're being very transparent about what we do well and where we're having challenges, and getting them to help us fix some of it. So we really believe that that's at the heart of innovation, and to see that coming alive through the F1 Innovation Prize is truly priceless.
So it's a cultural thing, very
Yeah,
much.
it's all about culture.
Yeah. So since you arrived, obviously you've witnessed a dramatic shift in the sport. What role have Tata's technologies and innovation played over these periods?
We made it a wonderful sport, even better. No, what we've done is bring technology at unprecedented levels in terms of connectivity to begin with. But more than that, just the spirit of wanting to try new things and working with the teams as well as with Formula One extensively to see how, whether it would be 4K or 360-degree cameras, so on and so forth. Many different attempts just to push the envelope, and the speed and creativity at which the ecosystem here innovates is a very powerful experience for us, and we've contributed hopefully a little bit towards keeping that spirit of innovation alive.
A quick word from you on this, Ross, and obviously a massive game changer. You guys coming in, really moving the sport on with your vision for it, and the part that Tata played in that.
Yeah, the sport means different things to so many different people, and this is an opportunity for everyone to tailor and custom and shape the sport as they want to see it. And we have avid fans of all age groups and all different interests in the sport, different aspects of the sport, and being able to give that broad spectrum across all the fans is something which is very important to us.
Well, it's been a fascinating discussion. Thank you to all three of you, and I have to say, I haven't been involved in this competition since the start. This is the most exciting year for me.